Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make texture map and a normal map. And first you'll have to start by importing both of your models. Let's see, I'll just do the same one that I did in class. So you're going to bring in your low-res mesh, the one that you've retopologized in Instant Meshes, or wherever you did retopology. Then you're going to bring in your high resolution mesh, the one that's your original scan. And that'll take a minute because it's a much bigger file. Okay, but you've got them both, right? I would suggest putting them on different layers though. So like you have one layer you have your low res mesh, and on another you have your high res mesh. It's just easier to keep track of what's going on. So what you want to do is have them both layers turned on. In this instance, okay, I'm just showing the outliner here. What you want to do is you want to turn on, first of all, the texture on your high resolution mesh, which should have imported with it. If you have a texture on that, it should import with it, or just make sure that the texture is already applied to your high-res mesh, and you can turn on the texture by looking in the options window here and turning on textured solid. Then it should show your texture on your high-res mesh. And what you want to do is with both you want to select both models. So, oh wait. First, on your low-res mesh, this is the one that I did in class, so it already has a texture applied to it. But what you want to do first is you want to make sure that you have a UV map on your low-res mesh. When you first bring it in from Instant Meshes, it won't have a UV map. Mine, of course, does because we did this in class. But so what you want to do is you want to select all using the A key. Select all on your retopologized mesh, and then hit U, the U key, letter U, for unwrap, and choose Smart UV Project. I'm going to pump it all the way up to 89 degrees, which is just, an angle limit. You can use whatever makes your map look nicely. Select OK, and it'll make your UV map layout over here. You want to make a new image. I suggest making it gray because black sometimes looks very confusing. And you want to choose a size, 1024 or 2048. 2048 is, of course, higher resolution, which might work better in your case. So you have your retopologized mesh with a blank texture applied to it. It looks like that. So you want to turn on both models. You want to select the high res one, then shift select the low resolution one. So you have them both selected. You go to the render tab here at the side, and you scroll down until you find the section that says bake. Okay, we're in the bake section here. And you want to make sure selected to active is checked. You've selected the high res, and the active one is the low res. So high res first, low res selected second. And you're going to bake mode textures because we just want the color. So then you just click bake, and it will do its thing down here, and you can watch it. It won't take very long, and you're done. And now your retopologized mesh has the texture applied. So save that image, save as image, give it a name. You don't really need the alpha channel necessarily, so I would turn that off and just save that. Then you're going to make a new image down here, same size as your other one. And on that one, going to do the same routine. Going to have your high-res mesh and your low-res mesh turned on at the same time. Select the high-res, then shift select the low-res. Come over to bake, select normals. Selected to active is checked, and then just click bake. And it will bake a normal map for you onto this new texture. There it is. Save that image as a ping file. Save as image. Again, you don't need the alpha channel, so select RGB, give it a name like normal there, and you're done. Now you can bring that model, the low-res model with both textures, the color texture, into Unity or Sketchfab, and the normal also works with Sketchfab if you want to show it there. Put the color texture into the albedo or diffuse or what a texture channel and normal into the normal map channel, and you're done.